Yeah, it's the Breakfast Club, bitches.
Who's Donkey of the Day today?
Well, Donkey of the Day for Thursday, January 10th is a double donkey. And the reason I'm giving out this double donkey is because these are two moments that can be used to teach one lesson. And that one lesson is protect all women. Now, a he is going to a man named August Williams, and a ha is going to an unidentified man who tried to rob Polyana Viana. Now, I often ask myself as a man, am I doing enough to protect women? That's a question that all men should ask themselves, because a lot of us have daughters, sisters, aunts, mothers, of course, and friends that are women that we care about. But we also must remember that other women are also someone's daughter, sister, aunt, mother, friends, etc., etc. Basically, it takes a village not just to raise a child, but to look after one another. Okay, if we all followed the golden rule, if we all treated each other the way we wanted to be treated, if all men treated all women the way we wanted people to treat the women in our life, then we would truly be making the ecosystem a better place, right? Now, I truly believe that whatever you don't know, the universe will teach you. And the universe can either learn you the easy way or the hard way. Well, these two men, August Williams and this other man whose name we don't have yet, learned the hard way. Let's start with August Williams. This happened in Charlotte, North Carolina, when August Williams attempted to kidnap a woman by forcing her into his car. Thank God this woman broke free. Not only did she break free, but she ran into a nearby establishment for help, and there was a group of men in this establishment who were ready, willing, and able to protect our women. Would you like to know what this establishment was? Would you like to know who these people are who came to this woman's aid? Let's go to WSOC 9 for the report, please.
Karate instructor who fought off a man who chased a woman into his karate school is speaking out for the first time about the chaos.
Said he was just punching at everything, from walls to cars to everything.
Man tried to force a woman into a car, and then she ran. They say he followed her into the karate school. Well, that's when police say the instructor confronted August Williams to keep his students safe. He also said because last night was traumatic for the young students who were there, his lesson for them tomorrow will be centered around what happened. Williams has been arrested.
Fatality. August Williams attempted to kidnap a woman. She got away and ran into a karate studio. Look at God.
No,
okay. And this is just further proof that karma has no menu. You get served what you deserve. Can I get an amen? I said, can I get an amen?
Amen.
Amen.
Heathens. Now, let's move on to the second
At least he didn't
teachable
run into a
moment.
gun range.
That would have been bad, too.
That'd have been classic.
Why didn't he let the students practice on the guy, too? I guess you couldn't, though, because it's self-defense. So you could, yeah, you're right. Okay. Now, let's move on to the second teachable moment. This one was in Rio de Janeiro, and this unidentified man, I keep calling him unidentified because we don't have his name. His name isn't in any of the news articles, but he's also unidentified because his face right now looks like he's getting an early start on a Halloween costume. This man looks like something out of Michael Jackson's Thriller video. This man looks like one of the whisperers from The Walking Dead. And trust me when I tell you, he earned every knot on his face. See, this man was waiting outside the apartment of a female UFC fighter named Polyana Viana, and he was threatening harm to her so he could rob her. And this happened. Let's go to ESPN for the report, please.
There is a young lady in Brazil, and her name's Polyana, and she's sitting on a bench, just minding her own business. She's looking at her cell phone like we all do. And while Polyana was sitting on that bench, there was a gentleman that went and sat down next to her, and he just kind of sat a little too close and made her a little uncomfortable, and Polyana just felt a certain way about it. So she took that cell phone and she started to put it in her pocket. It was at that moment when the gentleman sitting next to her gestured to something that was shaped like a gun in his pocket and demanded that she hand over the cell phone. Little did this man who attempted to rob Polyana know, Polyana is a professional MMA artist that fights in the UFC. So Polyana stood up, punched him in the face, kicked him in the face, and put him in a choke lock, and then called the authorities and held him in the lock until the authorities came.
Fatality. Now you got a black eye for an iPhone, okay? See, he thought he had an easy lick because she was a woman, all right? Some women are fragile as glass, but some women, in the case of Polyana, are fragile like bombs. So you got to be careful how you handle both, because one you might break, but one might break you, all right? By the way, this is one of my worst nightmares, getting into a random fight with someone and they end up being an MMA fighter, and you end up in a rear-naked chokehold on a random Tuesday, okay? This story of Polyana Viana putting the beats on this man who attempted to rob her reminds me of a quote that they say, and by they, I mean me. How people treat you is their karma. How you react is yours. How that UFC fighter reacts to you trying to rob them, well, that's your ass. All right, these are two examples of karma being both swift and hilarious, and nothing I love more than instant karma. And if you don't believe in karma, these two stories should change your mind. I ask myself often, am I doing enough to protect our women? Yes, but I need to do a lot more. But clearly, what we won't do as men, the universe will. Please give August Williams and the unidentified man who tried to rob Polyana the biggest hee-haw.
All right.
There you have it.
Also a great reason to
I love it.
let your daughter get some self-defense classes as well.
Absolutely. My kid's in karate, taekwondo. Ich ni san shi go raka ichi achikuju.
Might be time to get back into boxing again.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell did you just say?
I counted to 10, I believe.
You believe.
Yeah, you believe.
I think
Now
so.
you don't even know what you did for
you might have
real.
just insulted the whole Asian community.
No, but I took taekwondo, and I remember being like, ich, ni,
Listen,
san,
we don't need you to
shi,
believe
go,
in me. We don't
raka,
need you to believe.
Ichi, achi,
Stop
ku.
it. Stop it.
It sounded like you said itch twice.
First of all,
itchy, and then you said itchy knee.
Okay.
I want to apologize to the Asian community because I don't know if anybody's offending y'all or
I'm not.
right
That's
okay.
No, forget it.
Charlamagne the God here, and today's Donkey of the Day is brought to you by the law office of Michael S. Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey and call my friend Michael if you've been hurt in a construction accident. 212-962-1020. That's 212-962-1020. Don't be a donkey.